Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we will talk about exercise 5.3 of class 9 mathematics. We were at the stage talking about the previous situation. Remember always that if any number is going to divide any other number, or any factor is going to divide any other factor, if any polynomial is going to divide any linear expression, then if its denominator, then if its remainder is going to be 0, then it is totally the factor of that number. If it is not the factor of that number, then its remainder should be any number. For example, if 27 is going to be divided by 5, this is the divider. We are going to divide it 27 and 5. 5 5 are 25. 7 minus 5, that is 2, and rest is this. We also know that 2 is not divisible by 5. So we can say that 5 can't be able to divide this 27. So 5 is not the factor of this 27. If any number is not totally divisible by any other number, then it is not the factor of that number. It contains some remainder like 2, like 3, and whatever it is. So factor means its remainder is 0. So now we are going forward. If you have understand this concept, we have done already question number 5. Now we are going to do question number 6. This is a long question. He is telling about the remainder after dividing. On your books, page number 109, open it and read the situation, what he is telling. The remainder after dividing the polynomial. The first polynomial is e of x. That is x cubed plus xpx square plus 7. This is the polynomial. The remainder after dividing the polynomial by x plus 1. We have to divide this thing by x plus 1. We are going to divide this polynomial by x plus 1. And we are getting some remainder. What is that? The remainder after dividing the polynomial e of x by x plus 1, that is 2b. Remainder is 2b. In this case only. I am repeating again the remainder. What is the remainder? This is 2b. After dividing by this polynomial to this linear expression. That's it. Now we can see that here it is some coefficient like a. We have to find the value of a. He's telling that he's asking calculate the value of a and b. If this expression leaves the remainder of b plus 5 on being divided by x minus 2, he's asking that to find the value of a and b. A and b's value. Another situation is if this expression leaves the remainder of b plus 5, another remainder is, that is b plus 5. How it comes? How it comes this remainder? When we divide the same polynomial, this polynomial again is equal to x cubed plus ax square plus 7. If we are going to divide this polynomial to x minus 2, then we will get this remainder. If we are going to divide this polynomial to this divisor, this linear expression, then we are getting this remainder. So for this situation, he is asking that what is the value of a and b. First of all, we will solve about this situation. You have already known that we have linear expression that is going to divide this polynomial. We will apply zero method here. We are going to put this x plus 1 is equal to 0, and we are getting the value that is x is equal to minus 1. This x is equal to minus 1, we are going to put this value inside this polynomial. You have already known that from previous lectures. Minus 1 cube plus a into minus 1 square plus 7. Wherever it is x, if all x, we are going to divide, we are going to put the value of x, that is minus 1 here and here. So now We have already know that after putting this value, we are getting the answer. What is the answer? What is the remainder? That is 2b. Now we are going to write here 2b. Why we are writing this 2b here? Because we have already know that its answer, its remainder will be, its remaining component will be 2b. This will be equal to this one. Is also telling this. And minus 1 cube, that is minus 1 plus a into minus 1 square, that is positive 1 plus 7. Now this is 2b is equal to minus 1 plus 7. Minus 1 plus 7 means 6 plus a 1 are 8. This is equation 1. We are not getting any answer from this. We can't get the value of a and from b here because it contains the b, the both variables here. We start here now for the second condition. The main part of this question, if we are going to solve, if we are going to divide this polynomial to another divisor, that is x minus 2, and we are getting the answer and we are getting the remainder, that is b plus 5. For that situation, again apply zero method here, just like this. X plus 1 is equal to 0, and now we are going to divide this polynomial to x minus 2. So apply zero method, x minus 2 is equal to 0, and get the value of x equal to 2. Now, wherever it is the x, you have to put the value of x, that is p of 2. Instead of x, we are going to write 2 cube plus a into 2 square plus 7. Now we have already the answer. What will be the remainder? P of 2, that is, its remainder is b plus 5. We have already know, just like in previous situation. So we are going to write b plus 5 instead of p of 2 because we have already answer of this. 2 cube, that is 8 plus a into 2 square. 2 square means 4, 4a plus 7, and now 8 plus 7, that is 15. So b plus 5 is equal to 15 plus 4a. Here you can see that in equation number 1, we have this 2b. If we are going to get the value of b from here and let put in this one, then we can get the value of a and b easily. These are simultaneous equations just you have done in your previous classes, class 7, class 8, that you have already done the simultaneous equation, equation number 1 and equation number 2, and just equating them and get the answer. This plus 5 is going to be subtracted on the other side, 15 plus 4a, and 5 will be on the other side. So you can say that e is equal to 15 minus 5. 15 minus 5 means 10 plus 4a. This is equation number 2. You can see that here it is 2b is equal to 6a, 6 plus a, and here it is b is equal to 10 plus 4a. These are simultaneous equations. Simultaneous equations, both equations contain same pair of variables with same power or sometimes not. B and A here and also B and A here. If we are going to put this value of B in equation number 1, then we can easily get the value of A. So we are going to solve it. We can say that put the value of B from equation number 2, this value from equation number 2 in equation number 1. We are going to put the value of B from equation number 2 to equation number 1. So this is 2. After that, B is going to multiply with this 2. We are just putting this value of B there. So 10 plus 4a is equal to 6 plus a. Now you can see that there is only a present in this equation. B is just abolished. So you can easily get the value of B. 2 is going to multiply inside. 2 times 20 plus 2 4s are 8. A is equal to 6 plus a. Now you can see that a is also here and here. So you have to collect the values of a on the one side and the other value on the other side of equation. 8a and plus a will be negative there, and 6 minus 20a, 20. 8a minus a means 7 is equal to 6 minus 20 means 14 minus 14. So 7 is multiplying and going to be divide there. So 7 1 is 7, 7 2 is 14. So you can say that a, the value of a, that is minus 2. We have done with the value of a. Now we have to find the value of b. How we can find the value of b? You can put the value of a either in equation number 2 or in equation number 1. You can get easily the value of b. So I'm going to erase and solve here. After that step, after this step, I'm here. Put a is equal to the value of a was minus 2 in equation number. Either you can put in equation number 1 or you can put in equation number 2. I'm going to put in equation number 2. In equation number 2, b is equal to 10 plus 4. A 4 is going to multiply with a, but I'm going to put the value of a here. 4, the value of a is minus 2. Now b is equal to 10. 4 into minus 2, that is minus 8. The value of b here is 2. And that's it. This was this question. According to the situation, you have to find the value of a and b. Now talking about question number 7. Question number 7 is also the long question. Question number 7. Just open page number 109 and read the question number 7 properly of the students. The question number 7 statement, that is polynomial x cube plus lx square plus mx plus 24. What is the polynomial here? First you have to write p of x, the first polynomial, that is x cube plus lx square plus mx plus 24. You guys must have your book in your hands and just read it properly, carefully, so you can get the point. What he's asking in this question? The polynomial x cube plus lx square plus mx plus 24 as a factor. Factor means the remainder is 0. As a factor, he is telling us initially that it is a factor because its remainder is 0. As a factor, if it is going to divide x plus 4. X plus 4 is the factor of this one, mean to say that it is totally divisible by this linear expression. So mean to say that its remainder is 0. He is not telling that its remainder is 0, but we have already concluded that from this situation that its remainder is 0 here because it is a factor. Factor means totally divisible. And the other situation, and it leaves the remainder. Another situation for this polynomial, again this polynomial e of x is equal to x cube plus lx square plus mx plus 24. It leaves the remainder of 36. Here is the situation. Remainder will be 36. When it is divisible by, he is telling, when divided by x minus 2. He is telling that x plus 4 will be the factor of this one. Mean to say that x plus 4 will provide the remainder 0. But if we are going to divide this polynomial to another divisor, another linear expression, it will not be the factor, but it will get you to this remainder, that is 36. For this situation, find the values of L and M. Just like in previous question, find the values of L and M. Just copy the previous method formula. Just apply here. First of all, x plus 4, apply 0 method. X plus 4 is equal to 0. The value of x will be minus 4. You have to put this value inside this polynomial. So e of minus 4, wherever it is, actually you have to put the value of x, that is minus 4. Minus 4 cube plus L into minus 4 square plus M into minus 4 plus 20. Now you have already know that. Instead of p of minus 4, we have already know the answer. That it is the factor. Factor means its remainder is 0. So I'm going to write 0 here. Because I already know that its remainder is 0. Now solve this one. Minus 4 cube means minus 64. Minus 4 square means plus 16. This plus will going to coincide with this minus. So minus 4m plus 24. Now this minus 64 and this plus 24 will let you do minus 14 plus 16L minus 4M. This is the equation, and you can confirm it whether it is something common or not. Minus 64 plus 24 minus 40. What it is common here, or you can say that this minus 4m will be positive here. Plus 4m is equal to 16L minus 40. I'm going to write positive value in front of this minus 40. Now this is 4m is equal to 16L minus 40. Okay, this is equation number 1. Now for this situation, again apply to this divisor the 0 method, x minus 2. Put x is equal to x minus 2 is equal to 0, then get the value of x is equal to 2 and put it inside this polynomial. We will have p of 2 is equal to 2 cube plus L into 2 square plus M into 2 plus 24. Now you have already know that is not the factor, but it will lead you to the remainder. That's remainder is 36. P of 2, instead of P of 2, I'm going to write this remainder 36. 2 cube, that is 8 plus 2 square, that is 4L plus 2M plus 24. 8 plus 24, that is 32. Plus 4L plus 2M. This 32 will going to subtract here. 36 minus 32 is equal to 4L plus 2M. Now 36 minus 32, that is 4, is equal to 4L plus 2M. Now you can see that what is common here. The 2 is common here, you can take 2 common from there. After taking 2 common, then you will have 2 2s are 4, 2L plus 2 is outside here. After taking common, then it is 9. This 2 is multiplying and going to divide there. So you can say that 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2L plus M. So now 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 is equal to 2L plus M. Now you have to find the value of L and M. For that purpose, you have to make the subject any variable. Like this 2L will be positive and will be negative. This 2 minus 2L is equal to M. This is equation number 2. Or you can say that this is the value of M. M is equal to 2 minus 2L. Just like in previous question, if we are going to put this value of M just within this equation, you can easily get the values of L and M. So I'm applying here, put the value of m from equation number 2 in equation number 1. Put the value of this m into this equation number 1. So we are going to write 4 into m. Instead of m, I'm going to write 2 minus 2l is equal to 16l minus 40. Now you can see that you have only l there and not any other variables there. Talking about this equation, multiply 4 inside, 4 to the 8 minus 4 to the 8l is equal to 16l minus 40. Now move the values of l on the other on the one side, minus 8l will be here and minus 40 will be here. 8 plus 40 is equal to 16l plus 8l. 8 plus 40 makes 48 and 16 plus 8 makes 24l. This 24 is multiplying and going to divide there. So 48 divided by 24 is equal to l. 24 ones and 24 twos. So the value of l, that is 2. We are with the value of l. Now we have to find the value of n. This is by your choice whether you can put the value of l in equation number 1 or in equation number 2. You can easily get the value. For convenience, because I have no space there, I'm going to solve here. Put the value of L. Put L is equal to 2 in equation, whether you can put in equation number 1 or equation number 2. I'm going to put in equation number 2 in equation number 2. So you can get the value, that is 2 minus 2 into L. This is 2 is going to multiply with L. So I'm going to write the value of L, that is 2 is equal to M. So 2 minus 2 to the 4 is equal to M. So the value of M is minus. And that's it. This was question number 7. Now we are going to solve the last 2 questions, question number 8 or question number 9, that are totally similar, that are totally with that method that we have already done. For question number 8, we have one polynomial, that is Lx cube, and another only one polynomial, Lx cube plus mx square minus 4. Polynomial is p of x is equal to Lx cube plus mx square minus 4. So it is asking that, just hold your books in your hand on page number 110. The expression Lx cube plus mx square minus 4 leaves the remainder of minus 3 and 12. There are 2 remainders there. One is minus 3 and the other is 12. So these both remainders will be of 2 different divisors. Minus 3 of first divisor and 12 is for second divisor. So we have to find the 2 divisors also. When divided by x minus 1 and x plus 2, you can see that furtherly it is provided by 2 divisors also. Respectively, calculate the values of L and M. Again, same thing, we have to calculate the value of L and M. This will divided by the first divisor, that is x minus 1, and that makes the remainder What will be the first remainder? Minus 3. And on the other side, again, this polynomial, when it is divided by x plus 2, and it will let you to this remainder. For this situation, you have to find the values of L and N. You can apply here. For firstly x minus 1 and apply zeros method and get the value. And put inside this polynomial, and you have already know the remainder, that is minus 3. So instead of p of minus 3, in the next step you have to write minus 3 there and find the equation number 1. On the other side, you have to apply the divisors. Just like in this situation, zero method, and then put this value x equal to minus 2 inside, and you have already know that in the remainder, that is 12. Instead of p of minus 2, you have to write 12 here and make equation number 2 and solve these two equations. This is your task you have to do. Now we will move toward the last question of this exercise, question number 9. The last question, the expression, going to say the polynomial p of s is equal to ax cube minus 9x squared plus bx plus 3x. This is a polynomial. He is asking that is exactly divisible. Please read the statement of question number 9. The expression ax cube minus 9x squared plus bx plus 3, this is the polynomial, is exactly divisible. Exactly divisible mean totally divisible, mean to say its remainder will be 0. Exactly divisible by x squared minus 5x plus 6. This is totally divisible by this, mean to say its remainder will be 0. Find the values of a and b. But there is some problem. Problem is there. How it can divide this thing, whether it contains a and b. How it find the value of a and b. Mean to say we have to find two divisors. There is only one divisor, that is x squared minus 5x plus. For two variables value you have to find it, you must have the two expressions that are totally divisible. So x squared minus 5x plus 6, there must be two linear expressions here. Inside there are two linear expressions. This is totally divisible by this one, so this will be factorized there. You have to make midterm breaking because its power is 2. This divisor power is 2. In the previous question, we can't apply zero method here. It is available where x is power 2. How we can apply the zero method here? How we can find the value of x there? So for that reason, you have to make the midterm breaking and get the two divisors. So x squared minus 5x plus 6, you have to make the midterm breaking. Minus 5x, instead of writing that, you have already know that. Minus 5x, instead of writing it, minus 2x minus 3x plus 6, because minus 2 and minus 3 multiplication answer will be positive 6, and minus 2 and minus 3 will let you to the answer minus 5. So now, what is common there? X minus 2, this will be minus 3, x minus 2. You have already know that both are same. X minus 2, so you have to be there. X minus 2 one time and x minus 3 another time. Mean to say that we are going to divide this thing with x squared minus 5x plus 6. But in other words, we are going to divide this with x minus 2 or x minus 3. Mean to say The first divisor will be x minus 2, and it will let you to the remainder 0. How we can say that its remainder is 0? Because in the question statement, we have already know that it is totally divisible. It is totally divisible by this, but can be divisible by its factor. So now, in other situation, that will be E of x is equal to ax cube minus 9x square plus b of x plus 3a, and it will also be, the first divider is x minus 2, the second divider will be x minus 3, and you will get also, after dividing this, you will get the remainder 0. How we can say that its remainder is 0? Because it is also exactly divisible, as we also mentioned in the question statement. So apply 0 method there and get the value x equal to 2, and apply 0 method there and get the value x equal to 3. Just put the value of x inside this polynomial, and after that, you have already know that its remainder is 0. Instead of p of 2, you have to write 0 and put this x equal to 3, and you will have another equation. So p of 3, instead of writing p of 3, you have to write 0 there and make second equation, and both equations will be simultaneously solved. This is your another task. I have already told you the phenomena, the method, how to solve them. So now you have to ask the question if you have any problem, if you have any query in this exercise or in the previous question. Thank you. जी स्टूडेंट्स, अगर किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन है किसी स्टूडेंट का आज के लेक्चर के हवाले से या पिछले लेक्चर्स के हवाले से, आप हैंड रेज ऑप्शन आपके पास आ रही है कि आपका माइक ओपन कर दिया जाएगा, या आप चैट में पूछ सकते हैं। आप अपने माइक से हाँ जी स्टूडेंट्स, अगर किसी का भी कोई सवाल है तो पूछ सकता हूँ। अगर किसी स्टूडेंट का कोई क्वेश्चन है तो वो अपना माइक अनम्यूट करे और सवाल मुझसे पूछे।